I'm going to turn this $50 into $10,000 with crypto.
Meme coins are so easy once you understand them.
It's cyclical, right? So every 4 years, crypto does the same thing.
You're probably familiar with crypto in one way or another. And the hype around it is only getting bigger.
Crypto makes the most millionaires in the shortest amount of time.
In fact, Generation Z is the fastest growing crypto demographic, and many kids believe that crypto is the future of investing.
So, what exactly is it? And is crypto investing a good idea?
Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies stored in a digital wallet or app on a phone or computer, secured by cryptography. That's the process of coding information so that only the person it's intended for can access it. The first and most popular crypto is Bitcoin, which works through a computer network that isn't controlled by any governments or banks, called a blockchain. The blockchain stores ownership records and transactions between wallets through a process called mining, done by other people with really powerful computers solving complicated mathematical problems, which validates transactions to maintain the integrity of the crypto network and also generates new bitcoins as a reward for the miners' work. There are currently estimated to be tens of thousands of different cryptos that work in slightly different ways, including altcoins like Ethereum, utility tokens, governance tokens, stablecoins, NFTs, and meme coins like Doge, Pepe, Trump.
These different digital assets have different uses. But the appeal for many investors is that most cryptocurrencies aren't controlled by any authorities, which can be good, but also bad.
There are lots of stories about people making millions overnight, and that's really easy money, right? But of course, there's not many stories about the people that have lost money.
Dr. Tracy West reckons that crypto is very different from more traditional forms of investment like stocks, not only because of the inherent risks of being entirely online, like hackers stealing from digital wallets, but because of something called volatility.
When you buy a stock, you're buying a share in a company, and that company makes things. So when they are making things, they are making profits, and then the shareholders can gain the benefits of those profits. You also have to disclose information about any relevant news of your company to the market. Like, for example, if you receive a big contract to buy your goods, that's going to increase your productivity and your profits, and you'll likely see an uptick in the share price. Likewise, if there's negative information, you may see a downtick in the share price. Share price movements are based on this tangible information. There's usually a logical reason for the movement. This is very different to cryptocurrencies and these digital assets. Often they are not tied to a company producing anything, and the fluctuations in prices are due to trends on social media, hype about it. So the price fluctuations in these crypto assets can be really volatile and based on nothing logical.
I put 2.5 plus million in Luna, and it was at $30, and then it went down to 0.00001. Buy 2.5 million.
Can I say something?
It's worth 10p.
There are some cryptocurrencies that are based on real-world commodities like gold, which have more stable values. But the majority are just based on hype and social media trends, which opens the door for lots of scams. Two tactics we've seen more of recently are rug pulls and pump and dumps.
One of the worst cases was in 2021, with a Squid Game-inspired token, Squid. After blowing up from the success of the Netflix show, investors shelled out more than $5 million buying tokens. And in just a week, Squid's overall market value was more than $3 trillion. Until...
And now the mark... Oh! Oh! It went to zero! Yeah!
The developers of Squid rug pulled and took off with all of the investors' money in less than a second, leaving the token worthless and all of the investors with nowhere to go.
Something similar also happened recently with Argentinian President Javier Milei. He promoted a crypto called Libra on X, saying it would help boost Argentina's economy, and the market value shot up to more than $7 billion. Just a few hours later though, there was a massive wave of investors selling their tokens, and then the president deleted his post and denied having any link to Libra, dropping the value by 97%. While the president says he's innocent, others are calling for him to be impeached, claiming it was all a pump and dump scheme.
The difference between a rug pull like Squid and a pump and dump like Libra is that rug pulls happen from underneath investors without their knowledge, while pump and dumps involve insider information amongst early investors to buy it cheap, pump the popularity and value through social media, and then coordinate a dump while the price is still high.
So they are slightly different, but the intention is the same, and it's to deceive people. I think it's really difficult to detect, but there are some warning signs. So if it's too good to be true, it usually is. And I think that's a really good rule of thumb across all investments. If the founders of this cryptocurrency or whatever it is are hiding or anonymous, that's a red flag. For me, at the moment, crypto is like gambling. You might win, there's a good chance you'll lose, and there are no protections, or if you do, and there are no obligations on the issuer to do the right thing.
I'm not tripping. It says this was straight gamble. The nerds have won this time.
Experts like Dr. West reckon that while authorities around the world are interested in better regulating the crypto space in the future, it's not a good idea for young investors to put their money into. But it can be a good case study to learn about investment concepts.
Demand and supply, bubbles and crashes. What gives something value? What gives the Mona Lisa its value, for example? And is that any different to an NFT? And I'm going to say as well that math is really important in the investing space. Compounding interest, for example, knowing what inflation is and does to your purchasing power of your money in the future is really good, and diversification as well. So I'm going to say pay attention to math class, because there are some really fundamentals there that will put you in a good place to be investing in the future.